All right. Welcome back, YouTube. This is the Game Engineer, and we're coming in with a big preview today. I don't know how many packs we're going to crack, but we are going to definitely go over some of the new products as part of the Foundation's portfolio of products. So you can see here, these are these I believe are all of the products that they released. We've got your standard play boosters here. You've got your collector boosters, you got a pre-release kit, and we've got a couple new ones too. Let me move these out of the way so you can see them a little better. Bundles, those are old hat. These are the two kind of different ones in this particular set from compared to some of the others. We've got the starter collection, which is a fixed uh, deck builder type of box. It does come with a couple boosters in it, but for the most part, it's otherwise just 350 staples that you need. And the other one we have here is Beginner Box. This is sort of like a fancy jumpstart deck. It comes with um, 8 jumpstarts, a couple playmats, a bunch of instructions for learning how to play Magic. I think this is um, sort of a slightly different version of a starter point for folks. So as you know, Foundations is meant to be rotated into standard for the next foreseeable future, at least 3 years. Earlier this week, Morrow announced that it may actually be a permanent addition to standard. They'll reassess after 3 years and see how it's going. So yeah, let's maybe start there. I'll just sort of move some of this out of the way so we can take a look at what's in the box. Um, so let's see here. The box itself, some beautiful artwork by I think it's Pinduski is they have it listed somewhere. Um, it is I believe Pinduski though. It did at least some of the art. We got Liliana and Johnny on there. Very nice looking. Um, so inside the box, I can get the top to come off. We have here's what's inside. We've got a little flyer here with it looks like some token cards. I think maybe token cards and maybe some instructional cards. It looks like. We've got a welcome to Magic. Looks like there's a QR code for those of you who want to look at it. Uh, learnmtg.com. I assume this will get you to maybe to probably connected to Arena, I would imagine, but um, maybe not. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the artwork on that. Pindersky and Jeff Carpenter. Good job, guys. These are phenomenal art. Backside of this shows some of the other things. So we have starter collection, boosters, jumpstart, collector boosters, bundles. I don't think there's a there could be a starter commander deck, but there's not the standard like 4 to 5 commander decks that came out with this product. There may be just one commander deck. And then yeah. So what else do we have in here? We've got it looks like 2 die, 2 spin downs, kind of a yellowish one and a purplish one. We have, I believe these are probably the jumpstart. Yeah, so these are the jumpstart decks. So it comes with, I think it said 8, but I'm guessing there might be more than 8. Um, all right, and then we'll set these off to the side. We've got a rules reference guide. So rules reference, I'm assuming just general Magic the Gathering. Yeah, talking about the cards, talking about the card types, showing all the game zones, turn structure, Surprised they don't have a more condensed version of the play structure. I know I've seen some nice graphics that outline everything a little more clearly. And then talking about different concepts, the golden rule, and how to build decks a little bit. And a little glossary, going over some of the keywords. Good. We've also got a quick start guide for the vampires deck. Okay, so this is giving you specific pointers for a deck type, it looks like. Okay, so going over, kind of really walking you through kind of turn by turn for the first few things to kind of get you into the mix. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, cool. It looks like we've got another quick start guide for the other main deck. Okay, so it's kind of an interesting, like, to actually telegraph out, like, hey, we're gonna step by step play through this. And then here are play mats. Okay, they're solid play mats. Not, I was thinking they would actually be cloth, but they're fold out. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to capture the whole thing in one photo here, in one frame, but they're yeah, kind of solid fold out. Oh, these are kind of unwieldy. Kind of a solid fold out game board kind of a thing. Wish I could show you that a little bit easier, but I don't really have the space here. Okay, so that's interesting. Doesn't, maybe this goes back together. Okay, I don't think these are going to hold up very well. Much like, most game boards, you can already tell I've literally moved this once and I'm starting to get cracks here. I think they would have been better off with like just a cloth mat. These solid ones are not going to hold up for probably more than a couple games. Looks like we've got, I don't know, looks like deck dividers. Nothing too fancy there. There's the other game board, and this is supposed to be just, I think it's just a insert in here, showing the general shtick of each color. I don't believe there's anything under here. Yeah, that's just an insert. So just the general shtick of each color. That might be helpful for beginners to understand what you can expect from cards of any given color. Maybe turn it over so you can read the other ones too. So that's yeah. That's all she wrote for the beginner product here. A little bit of a different flavor than what they've tried before. Be interesting to see how, I guess, how that works. I know that, Magic is a bit of an aging community, so getting younger people into the game. Ooh. Got my headphones on the camera there. Sorry about that. Getting younger people into the game is an important thing. All right, let's move on to the next thing here. We'll start with the kind of the new items in this kind of release, which are the Foundations Collector and the Foundations Beginner box. So I don't know who is actually on this front pack. This could be a new Planeswalker. I do want to say, I believe I read somewhere that there are around, I want to say, 8 new Planeswalkers in Foundations. So this looks like it's probably a new one. If somebody knows, go ahead, leave it in the comments if it's an existing one. I don't have them all memorized by any means. Um, and so what comes in here comes with a life counter, comes with a box, comes with 350 preset cards, and then three play boosters. So largely this is a pre-constructed kind of thing used for building your own decks. So I'll go ahead and open this one. We have the standard plastic security. Looks like we do have some sort of little deck builder guide here. So let's see. It goes over the basics of lands, goes over the basics of colors. Looks like we've got a little talk about synergies between cards, building combos, how to build up your mana curve, and refine. And there's our little friend Loot. Cool. All right, so the box, I will note the box is quite pretty. The same art as on the front, but got a little bit of a foil sheen to it. Foundations. And this, who was the artist on this? Justina Durer and Jeff Carpenter. All right. So in here we have, here is the click down life counter. It's got Planeswalker symbol on it. Looks fairly similar to the other plastic ones we've gotten in kind of recent years. Yeah, I guess good fidget spinner. It's interesting that kind of doing something different with this plastic wrap here. In fact, it looks like there's some sort of weird insert in here. Take some of these out and take a look. So we've got, looks like we've got some mythics in this one. This is probably some rares. We've got, yeah, kind of like a very unusual for them to use just standard cardboard, but here's our booster packs, 3 standard play boosters. It looks like we may have, maybe a couple commander standards. It looks like we have an arcane signet from Foundation's Commander. I'll open that in just a minute too. And then yeah, it looks like we've got our lands and probably our basic uncommons. It does come with little dividers here. Okay, yeah, so this is the thing I wanted to look at. If you can see that there's some tabs in here, and that's so you can fit these in here like this. I guess that's maybe a nice touch. Help with a little bit. I mean, the fact that it's pre-prescribed here in like, I don't know, it looks like about inch increments makes it slightly less useful. It'd be nice to maybe have thought up a way to do it that gives you, more adjustability, but it is what it is. So that seems like it's a new thing in this box. Normally that's not in like bundle boxes that way. So yeah, let's I don't know that we really need to look through the lands, but maybe let's open this guy, see what kind of other cards we have in here. See if I can find the little pull tab. It's almost invisible. So it looks like we're gonna get maybe only one mythic. Oh no, there's probably more than one mythic. So we do have Lyra Dawnbringer, that a mythic. Rite of Replication, Massacre Worm, Gratuitous Violence. kind of a nice little Gigantosaurus. Uh, no text card, that's just a big swinger. And actually I have no idea if this is a, it says it's a rare. Adaptive Automaton, Foiled Gilded Lotus, Maze's End, Angel of Vitality, Make a Stand, Confiscate. So I don't know, I'm probably not going to sort out all of these. I'll maybe just give a quick perusal here. Looks like you're not getting a ton of mythics in this. It's primarily all commons and uncommons. It's maybe too bad that they didn't include a few more. Like, why not give them 10, right? At least give a little bit of variety for the decks you could build with just this product. But I guess, they're trying to sell packs too. Oh gosh. Okay. So quickly going through here, it looks like we do have an Angelic Destiny in here. We've got a few more rares. Regal Caracal, Primal Dawn, Arcanus, Cryptix. There's another Finale of Revelation. That looks like Ujin. Sphinx, the final word. Okay, so maybe they do have about 10 in here. Looks like we're getting at least a couple more here. Demonic Pact. And a decent number of rares. Dragon Master Outcast. Yeah, so we're getting a few more good cards in this particular pack. Vizier Menagerie, Aurelia, Darksteel Colossus, Pyromancer Goggles, Ramos the Dragon Engine. Yeah, so we're getting, and then we have some non-basic lands. Yeah, the rest of this just looks like bulk. Okay, so yeah, I mean, something you can definitely, I don't know that you're going to build competitive decks with this, but you'll probably be able to, build just like, I guess it's intended for starters, hence the name Starter Collection, right? It's on the box. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward little product here. Let's see, we had a couple other things. Let's see what's inside this kind of clear. I'm wondering if these are just all from Foundation's Commander side, of which, I mean, there aren't going to be a lot because I think Foundation's Commander is just the one set. So we got a Soul Ring, Command Tower, and Arcane Signet. Yeah, so just 3 staple mana rocks. And what do we have here? Foundation's Play Boosters. So let's maybe open up a couple of these. So we have a Johnny on the art, looking as good as ever. One thing to note about Foundations is that it is not a story block. So Foundations kind of comes from across the entire history of Magic. So there'll be characters that in the the current story meta are dead. And what we have, so what you have is really a smattering of a lot of stuff. So we'll see a lot of reprints. We'll see a lot of, I'm sure, a few new cards, but a little bit of everything. We got a Burnished Heart, a Solemn Simulacrum, of which I actually do have the Buy a Box promo is also of Solemn Simulacrum. different alt art style. And then what did we have here? Yeah, so Solemn Simulacrum, Gutless Plunderer, Scoured Barrens, and we got a little Foundations Rabbit guy from Bloomborough. All right. Okay, we've got a Marauding Blight Priest. I think that came from Zendikar Rising. Ambush Wolf, Commando, Lightning, Macabre Waltz, Evolving Wilds. An offer you can't refuse. So it looks like it's from New Capenna. Cat Collector, Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones, the Bauble Burglar. I guess he's a rare. Let's throw it up. Tiny Bones. I don't remember if this is the good Tiny Bones card or not. There's a couple Tiny Bones cards. But yeah, okay. So they give you the pre-mix of, get started with some basic starter decks, and then maybe you score a couple good cards here as well. So here's an art card. Ooh, look at that guy. That's kind of scary looking. Looks like he's gonna reap some hands. Oh, we got Old Standby there. Llanowar Elves. And Reassembling Skeleton. Immolator. Painful Quandary. That must be from Power of Destruction, I guess. Unless that's Grix. Then it could be from like Mirrodin or something. We've got Celestial Armor. And just basic land. So that's all we get in this particular product. Try to gently put these all away, and we can maybe move on to the next bundle. Right. So I think the next thing I was going to take a look at was probably, well, let's do pre-release. We can open up the pre-release now. We've got, I think it comes with 6 play boosters, right? And the art on here, they're going away from as much art as they've had on some of the other boxes. Tap into greatness, it says. Comes with, it looks like a couple little counters. And we've got the whole gang in this art right here. I assume the box itself will pretty much mirror that exact same art. Nothing too much of note, just some Planeswalker symbol card punch outs there. We got our spin down. Looks pretty, I think, identical to the one from the starter box. I don't know if there's a special version of it that I know some, like whatever 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 have a slightly different color. All right, this is just showing us basic basic deck stuff, and the different products. I guess I didn't buy any jumpstart decks, so that's maybe one thing I'm not showing here, but those are recon related things. Okay, let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have a bunch of old standard fare. And Shrieking Mass. Lathril, Blade of the Elves, has Menace. We've got Muldratha coming in mythic for us. The Gravetide, Elemental Avatar, 6/6, a little spendy. Can play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. Interesting. That'll synergize with a lot of undead decks. We've got a token, double-sided kitty tax, along with elf tax. All right, next pack. Backstabbing guy right there. We got a Beast Ranger. We have, I don't know what's going on here. I guess that's Tiny Bones and somebody else. Don't know the story behind that. We've got a Campus Guide. That must be coming from Strixhaven. Empyrean Eagle. Aether Eyes. Got a Spinner of Souls. That rare. We've got another Lathril. And a Burglar. Okay, we got an Angel here, Youthful Valkyrie. So we've got quite a few. Ooh, check out that one, Big Fin Bouncer. I kind of like the art on that one. Got a Fleeting Flight, Witness Protection, Balmor, Battle Mage Captain, Savannah Lines. They're digging way back there. We got a Homunculus Horde with what almost looks like Mike Wachowski. Like, you can't tell me that wasn't inspired. All right, Mike Wachowski. And we've got a foil borderless Think Twice instant. Draw a card with flashback. And discard Barrens. All right. Eaten Alive. We got some big old owls. Thespian Hair, Epiphany, Exsanguinate. I don't know if that might be new art. We got Kiora of the Rising Tide coming in rare. We got Rite of the Dragon Caller, mythic. Got a Bite Down foil, Goblin in a Swamp. All right. Banishing Light. We got some, looks like we got some stuff from, I don't know if that's New Capenna, or not New Capenna, Neon Dynasty. Or that might even be originally from the original Kamigawa. We have an Embercleave in, is this, oh, this is a special guest. Special guest at Mythic, no less. Bring it in closer. Embercleave, flash. Okay, so legendary artifact equipment. Cool. And it also comes in, I don't know if this is the showcase art style for, or if they kind of are pulling the showcase from different places. We've got a Seismic Rapture, Ink Mage, Braid. We got a Ghalta, the Primal Hunger, coming in rare. And that's about all she wrote, the Drake Goblin. They got, looks like Tiny Bones, Bite Down, Distraction, Zombie, Aegis Turtle, Wardens of the Cycle, Ravenous Amulet. Looks kind of cool. Revenge of the Rats, Leyline Axe. I think I saw a picture of that one the other day. I didn't know that was going to be a new card here. We've also got Rogue's Passage and some food. So a few mythics out of those 6 packs. A couple nice borderless foils. I guess not a bad little start. We'll see what I got in my kind of my promo slot here. We've got the Sear Slicer Goblin at Mythic, or at, not Mythic, at Rare. All right. Let's see, may as well open the bundle while we're at it. Let me just move some of these cards out of the way. Find some more space pretty soon. All right, so it looks like we've got some sort of version of Tiny Bones on the art here, along with a Johnny's, looks like a Johnny's glaive. I don't know if that's supposed to be, I guess that there's Z on it, maybe Zamone's spellbook. And this comes with oversized spin down, alt art of Phyrexian Arena. Comes with the lands, comes with a bunch of the play boosters, and a box. No surprises there. Again, copying the art from the box itself, the packaging. And that is by, it looks like, Rudy Siswanto and Robert Cornelius. We've got, here's our big old spin down. Definitely oversized. It's kind of, it's got glitter. I don't know if you can see that well. There's like kind of glitter gems embedded into it. So it looks kind of neat. It might have looked a little better if they hadn't had such a dark resin. But see them compared to a normal size. It is, I don't know, 50, 70% bigger. Then we've got, here's the insert, comes with loot. And I'm gonna have to look up the name of this what appears to be a new planeswalker. So here's our packs. These are the lands. Take a look through the land cycle here. Oh, there's our Alt Art Phyrexian Arena. So, beginning of your upkeep, draw a card, lose a life. So, our planes, we got some pretty cards. Nice little island. I will say they feel very generic. They're not all in like one style. They're definitely pulling from a bunch. One has a Johnny on it. This one feels like New Capenna. So it's like a mix from all over. That one's from, looks like Strixhaven, Neon Dynasty. Not sure where that one's from. Yeah, they don't, I mean, definitely doesn't feel as quite as cohesive as one of like the story block sets. Kind of just from all over. I won't open the other land. Those are going to be the same. But yeah, let's open the rest of these packs. All right. Evolving Wilds, Shivan Dragon. Cool. The original 5/5. Heraldric Banner. Painful Quandary. We pulled that one a little bit earlier. I think the chase cards on in here are, they do come with some shatter foils or fracture foils, which seem to be going for a pretty penny at the moment. We'll see if they come down as people start opening product. That felt like it was almost the exact same deck I just opened. We do have a Curator of Destinies here. Spell cannot be countered. Flying. And we got a gold signature art card with a giant lemur. Giant monster lemurs. Preposterous proportions. All right. On to the next. Waltz Macabre. We got this Hyena Rogue. Hyena People. Gleaming Barrier. Got a Slumbering Cerberus. That must be, I don't know, Theros, I guess. That looks like it's coming from a Kamigawa set. And Giada, Font of Hope. Oh, that's who's on here. It's actually the art that I'm looking at. So that's Giada. So I guess she actually came from, I think that was originally New Capenna when they introduced her. And I believe, is it Giada that is the one that makes Halo, which was like kind of the cure for the Phyrexian oil. So that was sort of the secret weapon against the Phyrexians. So that's her, I guess. Oh, look at that. We got a doubling season. Nice. That makes me happy. I haven't pulled a doubling season in that art, so it's kind of fun. Looks like we might have another Think Twice, which we saw earlier. Manowar Elves. So it looks like these are mostly taking from, I would say, the past 5-ish years. We got a Blasphemous Edict coming in rare. Think Twice, Rugged Highlands, and an art card of Zola Asher. So far, it looks like my doubling season is the card to beat in terms of anything cool. Unless I missed something. Go ahead and let me know if I did. I don't claim to be the world's expert on Magic the Gathering. We got Unicorn, Good Fortune. Got a Wildwood Scourge Hydra. Meteor Golem. Sky Knight Squire. Yeah. Nothing super exciting in that one. We got a land or a art card here with, ooh, look at that majestic Arabo, the First Fang. Looks like it could be a Johnny's dad. Involuntary Employment. Fiendish Panda. I have never seen a mean looking panda before. That is kind of a scary looking panda. Arcane Epiphany, Exsanguinate, Archmaid of Runes. Coming in rare for us. Looks like a giant-ish creature of some type. Got weird legs though. Right, we got a raccoon, so that's clearly coming from Bloomburrow. Let's blast through all of these. Treetop Spinner. Scatter. We got Electro Duplicate right there. Got rare. Got a Zamon. Mythic Planeswalker. Or actually, she isn't a Planeswalker. That's odd. Thought she was a Planeswalker. We got Swift Boots. Okay. Doubling season. Still the card to beat from this opening so far. Though I probably crack a couple collector boosters here at the end as well. Might not open the whole box, but open at least a couple packs. Infernal Vessel. Oh, it's kind of cool. Check out that demon shadow behind. Rogue's Passage. Vengeful Blood Witch. Oh, that beautiful art. I've seen this one around. In coming in with Borderless. Got Arabo coming in rare for us. All cats in the multiverse. Trace their lineage back to them. Okay. He's multiversal cat. Kind of like what Dragon. He's Kitty. Somebody should make a meme of that. Kitty. We've got Gigantosaurus, which we had a full art card of him. Or her, I guess. Hard to tell the gender of a dinosaur. We've got an Icewind Elemental. Vampire Nighthawk. Archmaid of Runes in Borderless. Along with a guide and Swift Collars. So, yep. from the bundle at least. Doubling season is the winner winner chicken dinner. And just to whet your appetite, let's open a couple packs of these while we're at it. I'll just do 2 for now. Probably do some videos later. But what do we got on here? We have Liliana with what looks like her zombie denizens. So let's see if we get something. Oh, these feel like they're made of a sturdier plastic even than the older one. Very foiled on the inside. Definitely multiple layers involved in this pack. All right, we've got a little kitty. Curator of Destinies in what appears to be an alt art style, borderless. We have Kaikar Zephyr Awakener. I don't know if that's supposed to be a nod to Nadu, but obviously he had a bad time recently. Alt art Exemplar of Light. Alt art of Rune-Scarred Demon. That one actually looks pretty cool. Rune sort of like sheen a little bit. Seer Slicer Goblin, that's what we pulled out of the promo pack. Ruby, Daring Tracker, seems like an allusion to Red Riding Hood. Fiendish Panda. Macabre Waltz. And yeah. No mythics in that one, but maybe we'll do better second pack. Okay, we got Bloomborough card. We got a Crystal Barricade. Foil. Almost, in fact, is that an etch foil? Maybe just regular foil. We got a Scrawling Crawler. Alenda, the Saint of Dusk. Another Curator of Destinies. Sky Knight Squire. And looks like that might be about all we have. Hero's Downfall. Inspiration from Beyond. Think Twice. We pulled a bunch of Think Twices already. And yeah. So I still think overall, all packs included, this right here is the best one I pulled today. It does have a little bit of a weird feel since it is sort of a mix of, you know, all sorts of different things from the past 5-6 years. But yeah, this is, I mean, this seems like what they're trying to do is really pull together a variety of things that will kind of be able to draw from in standard, which is sort of an interesting take. You know, the whole, I think, premise of the standard rotation was to kind of like mix up the meta. I guess this will stabilize it in some ways, which I guess I wasn't aware of that being a huge issue, but I want to say I saw something to the effect that, you know, there were, I think, 12 or 15 eligible sets in standard in the past couple of years. And I believe it drops down a little bit going forward to like 8 or 9 sets in the standard rotation. So yeah, we'll see how things go. I think that's all we have for today. So thanks a bunch for tuning in, checking out my channel. I'm of course the game engineer, and I will be back in, I'm sure, not too long to open up some more packs or review some, you know, tabletop RPGs or whatever it might be. So have a good weekend and stay safe.